They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Chicago Bears.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Off play action. Bowling. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw on 3rd down. Bowling. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On 1st down, Bowling. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bears' 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 21. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Raiders defense.
They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Here's Fields. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
Fields on 1st down. Open man right side is Rice.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Bears at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
They run a draw here on 2nd down, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 6.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. Well, the intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, but now it'll be third down. You look at this Bears defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes. See if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know,
the Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 1. Now it's Fields. They'll be caught by Rice. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a head of steam going.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Fields. They've got his man complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Chicago. Kadarius Toney, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Off the play fake. Bowling. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Here we go, Slade. Easy. Ready. Right.
On first down, Fields. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Go.
Now Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Raiders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. So he stopped for no gain, and that's going to bring up second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Bowling. Got an open man here. It's KJ Hamler. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Throwing on first down. Bowling. This pass caught by Hamler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Back to throw. Bowling. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. This is 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Bowling. And his throw is incomplete.
So he looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Back to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Second and a couple. Off play action. Bowling. They'll roll him out right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. No gain on the play. And that'll leave him with a third and just a yard. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Bowling. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Second and 10. Back to throw. Bowling. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Bowling. Touchdown, Raiders. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go, son.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
Angel. Right.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a 2nd and 10. Fields changing the play. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on third down, Fields. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here comes the Bears punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Taken at the goal line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 more yards there and another first down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. On first down, it's Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Rashee Rice, 29 yards, and the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to... The ball comes out, but it looks like one of the DBs has it. Well, this jet sweep is so popular now in football, but Charles, here's the downside, a turnover.
Yeah, because you want so badly to get the ball in the hands of your receivers, let him try and create something. I think that when he took the handoff, he was thinking something big. Instead, he didn't feel the pressure, and the ball came free.
Throw left side to start out. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Angel. 11. Easy. Sit high.
Fields now to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Returnable here from the 38. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. Nice move at the 40. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 119 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Down to the 25. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he will have the first down at about the 21-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now here's a throw that's complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And a 3rd down throw, and misses the target, incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went to his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you don't.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, we say it often. interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8. Operating from the gun, Bowling. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to know that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. Back to throw. Bowling. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Carlson able to put this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Back to throw. Fields. That's laid out deep for Rice. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Hey, Cam. Delta.
Here's Fields. That's laid out deep for Rice. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A stoppage here following the play, and it looks like Josh Jacobs was shaken up and in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Bowling. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Bears are right back in this football game. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Here we go, Scott.
Fields going to change things up here.
You got a mini bake. Can. Right.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Chicago! A great play there. 63 yards. And the Bears use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Complete to Jacoby Myers. Again, 27 on the play. First down, Raiders.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
on 1st and 10. Bowling.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Fields going to keep it running right. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Hey, Ken. No muss. Tonight.
All eyes on Fields.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
EQ.
Hands it off out of the gun.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Chicago, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.